buy it, will you install it?
Why so? Why would they want it?
I mean, what would be the purpose of it?
Well, you'd have to discuss that with the property, and it would be improper for me to speak in their stead, but I've directed someone to contact you about that,
Okay,
number one. Number two, the driveway that you, or the culvert pipe that you put in for the little camper lot on the corner
yep,
is actually causing a tighter constriction of the street, because that's in the right-of-way of the street.
well,
And on the 2 days that the bread purchasers are concentrated to be there for 2 hours, they park anywhere and everywhere, they stand in the street, and now it's even more of a problem with vehicles getting by because of that driveway. I was really shocked when I saw it. It was like, what the hell is this?
well, the reason why it's the way it is right now and left that way, Mike, is because when we hot top that and we actually put 2 lifts of hot top down there, that's gonna shrink because the hot top is gonna go more or less over. The road can get, I don't wanna say wider, but when we lift when the road is actually shimmed and lifted up, it's gonna look a lot different than what it does right now.
Understood. And I still think that that end of the street is it's an hourglass effect, and that little driveway made it actually worse. So I just wanted to point it out. I think plowing is going to be revealed that it's.
Oh,
and
it's gonna be challenging.
what was the actual legal access on that lot to begin with? Because I was told many years ago, when it was attempted to be sold, that there was no access on Dewey Mallory. It was straight onto Main Street.
No, when the house,
Okay,
there used, back years and years and years ago, when I was even young fellow growing up, the driveway was actually there because the house actually sat back to Washington Street. It was a fairly big house.
So the access was from Dewey Mallory?
Yes.
I have a question. There's a number of manhole covers that have been recently uncovered. Can you get us an update on that and what the plan is?
No, sir, I can't.
Is that
Sewer
DOT
department.
or what is it, sewer?
Sewer department.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, but
a
then
bunch,
it's the
and they're
road.
just sticking cones in
I
them.
made a couple calls last night on it because I told them I was not too thrilled about it happening without me knowing and with them being left.
With just a cone.
Well, there's a lot of them out there.
No,
that have
no,
no
no.
cones.
Yeah, they
It will be
got
up
few
to
of them
them.
slammed right into.
So-
We have to
Main
take care of the
Front
band
of
stuff.
front of Rachel's house.
Yeah,
She's got a cone now.
because it was hugely annoying to see what they were doing in Machias. I mean, it was dangerous driving down that road.
But the problem I had, it needs to be done,
Yeah,
but the problem I've got with it is every one of these that's being done right now is in an area that is no hot topping gonna be
Yeah,
happening.
Yeah.
and it's just there wasn't planned
And
at
it's a
all.
busy time of year.
Yes, and I mean, you know, when we get ready to do like we did downtown, it's gonna happen right within immediate plans of,
Are they planning on raising them?
yes.
So when they raise them, can they raise them to the level of the hot top that's there?
That's,
But they're gonna have to.
they're gonna have to, because,
Right.
I mean, there was
No
that,
hot topping plans. Yeah, because my tire already went into a couple.
Denson and
I
Wheels.
have already.
You gotta plan
it
ahead.
I don't know how you can back
it
that
needs to happen, but it was a lack of communication.
Well, I'd also like to bring something on, on the plus side. These guys have got more work done in the last year than I've ever seen them do. They also saved $57,000 and put it back in the general fund. I find that pretty amazing.
That
I
is,
mean, that is a great job.
that's amazing.
And having a road manager and a foreman all in one really works.
Would you
Works
come back
for me.
after your term is up here and say that from the audience? I mean, every bit
Well,
of
he's
little.
right. He's right.
I mean, $57,000, and these guys have
I know,
crushed
I know.
the work this
We've
year.
seen it in 20 years, and there was hardly any work being done, and these
Yeah.
guys are.
Yeah,
They're killing it.
Well, we got a good crew,
Yeah.
and we're trying to work with everybody that
Yes.
is around. And I've been saying it since I've been back involved with the town. I believe being proactive will save you money. instead of being reactive. If you're
Absolutely.
reactive, you're gonna spend money that you don't need to spend.
Well, 57,000 goes to show it, right?
That's
That's
wonderful.
a nice savings.
You wanna run the sewer plant now?
No, sir.
Maybe we can get the 90K.
No, sir.
I just wanted to mention, I want to also let the board know that, I forgot her name, Debbie Holmes called, and commended the public works crew on the Lions Road. She said it's the best she's seen in years.
How nice.
That's really good to
Good.
hear.
Mike,
Regarding the work being done that you were not informed of, how is that happening? You're the guy they should be contacting. If they're gonna come and chip up our streets for any reason, they should clear it with you first. So I wanna know
100%
how that
Yeah.
process is, that they just show up and do it.
I don't know.
Call them and let them know.
And I'm not,
future,
and I'm
as a
not,
courtesy.
and I did, I
Yeah.
spoke to him last night, but
Good.
I was under the impression that they was gonna get ready to do Dewey Maury for the manholes and the things that we need to do down there, not what was going on around town. And if they'd have been, and if they would have been flagged or coned, that's what concerned me, because I'm like, the town office has got a phone that be running right off the hook.
Are there any that aren't coned right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
most of
they
them
are.
Do we
There's
have
only
any,
one- there's
do we have
only-
any extra cones that we can, someone's gonna get hurt?
There's only one. that
We
is
have bicyclists, we have motorcycles, we have a woman driving around with a horse and a carriage, there's kids on skateboards, come on.
But I mean,
Yeah,
Mike,
it's very dangerous.
Mike is 100% right. When they did Pleasant and Water Street, the communication was great, everything worked out good. They need to tell him what is going on.
I mean, Michael called me this morning about the dig that they was doing down here on
Main,
How's
Main
that?
Hill behind it. I
What's
mean,
that, a hookup to the sewer system?
They had to
they were
replace
replacing
shut off,
something.
a shut off, and they moved it. But I mean, for the most part, everything's working great, you know, I mean, there is gonna be hiccups along the way.
The sewer
And I-
department did it, we need.
We'll use
cones.
it for
They
learning
use
purposes,
cones.
you know,
Right.
so, hopefully this doesn't continue to happen.
Committee updates?
Shellfish Committee has a meeting August 5th.
Any other committee updates? Public comment? Oh, you wanted to do a report for animal control officer?
Yes.
You can come up.
This week has been pretty, this month has been pretty quiet. I've only had about 5 calls. 2 of them were for chickens at large. 'Cause people-
Wait a minute, is this the one at the yellow apartments?
Yes.
Dallas said he's gonna take care of it, has he taken care of
Yes,
it?
yum, yum,
I
yum.
haven't gotten updated about it yet. Because what I was gonna do is give them a couple weeks, hopefully not with too many
Eating
calls.
someone's strawberries?
Yep.
are you gonna put an APB out on the
You need to
chickens
check
there?
the
Oh, my goodness, you can
Well, I
have,
know where the chickens are. I just don't want to have to take them if I don't have to.
and what else?
I've had a few calls about dogs not being on leashes, which it's a small town, I get it. But I did have one issue where one of the dogs got loose and then attacked, or tried to attack another animal.
Oh, geez.
So that was something I had to go and give talkings to people about.
So you got a hold of the people?
Yeah.
I did see a poor dog that got loose, they were walking with the leash on, this must have taken it off. They were running after it up Pleasant Street toward your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a very harmful
No,
little
no,
dog.
we
I
got a
hope
lot of dog walkers.
Hopefully they
They're all
caught the
pleasant.
dog.
Our dog gets in the middle of crazy.
I actually responded to my first call about 3 days after I started, and it was for an abandoned dog.
Oh.
I just took him to my house for a couple hours until they had relatives come pick him up.
Oh, very nice,
Oh.
yes, very sweet.
Yeah, I have extra dog food and cat food at my house just in case I have to home something for a
I
while.
just like the perfect animal control officer.
Yeah, where's our equipment?
I have the equipment in my truck.
From
Yeah,
from our
got
former
delivered in
DCO?
Yeah, he got
Yes.
it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Technically, it didn't even get delivered until, what,
Right
maybe a week after you
a
started,
week
maybe?
ago. It was about a week and a half ago. yeah.
Perfect. It was perfect
What
timing.
happens, tell me, I'm always curious because I'm a dog owner.
What's up?
Why do cats get a free rein?
Because they're smarter.
Because
Your state ordinance.
No, they're
That's at
sneaky.
large.
They run
It's the
faster?
cat distribution system.
Right?
The cat, the
Yeah,
cat.
exactly, right there.
They don't
Try and
come when
leash
you're
a
called.
cat.
No one loses their mind over feral cats or cats running around, but if a dog gets
I mean,
off, it's like,
Oh,
I
feral
got,
cats do
They
get a
should
lot of
have been
attention.
here.
feral cats,
Yes.
feral cats are
Yeah.
definitely a problem in some areas.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any
No,
up,
we
any up
got,
here.
well, we got rid of the houses,
the
the
one-
abandoned houses they were living in.
Like the one
We did
true
them.
wild
And then
animal
they
call
unleash
I've gotten
the
is
rats.
for a
The
raccoon.
cats are wandering around like that because they belong to childless cat ladies.
come on now.
And then they get out.
Yeah, but I mean downtown we have a
So
lot of
you're-
raccoons
so
that are
everything's
causing a lot of
going
havoc right
well.
now.
Yeah,
That's not animal control.
No, that's pest control.
That is,
That's
that
pest
is,
control.
that's right.
Yeah, the one call I got about a couple raccoons I had to let the lady know. I'm not,
That's right.
that's not part of what.
Who do you call for that, I forget, public
I have
health?
I have, I've gotten in touch with a few pest control services. But most of them are stationed in either Bangor or
Oh,
Ellsworth.
And that's
or-
who you have to call for raccoons.
Mhm. And it usually
Wow.
takes them about a week or two to get up here and try and
You
get
have to
something
pay
done.
There is a guy, that I had to call a few years ago, and he came right away. Penny has his name, and
Okay,
he did come, yeah.
okay, I'll talk to her and see if I
Yeah.
can.
Oh, he's from Dennisville.
Yes.
I think so.
That's his
Yeah, he works
name.
out at the park.
Yeah, he's a French
I know
name.
his name.
Yeah.
What's he, live,
Yeah.
live trap them or what's
Yeah,
he
live
doing?
trap.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
short guy,
He
yes.
came for one raccoon and
I know
left
his
with two.
name.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Him, huh?
What's
And
that?
his name Paul?
No,
Nope,
he always works with John Seeley.
Oh, well, that's
Yes.
He
easy
used to
enough
pick up the
find.
bottles and cans.
yes.
Well, we'll have to try to get that.
Huh?
We'll get
Right,
there.
Yeah,
right,
I would
right.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you
Larry's
very
first.
much.
Larry's
So you're
great.
offering joining
Yeah.
train soon,
Thank
or?
you, Susan.
Were you
Yeah, I'm
gonna say
actually going to start training in a month or two.
Oh, excellent, so to go to
To
Augusta?
get certifications.
Or is it Zoom?
Well, I can do online stuff now.
Excellent, excellent. Good,
Good
good, good.
question.
Thanks,
You
Al.
should have started on your certification.
Yeah, so you said.
I want you to know that I have a cat that every morning has breakfast.
Do you have a child? That's the only.
No, it's the same thing. But he goes around the neighborhood and says good morning to everybody. And if
That's
he
fine.
doesn't,
Yeah.
they would be upset. So.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
Good.
I just wanted to give a
Mario.
report, let you guys know what's
Very
going on.
good. We'll see you
Thanks.
next
Appreciate
month.
it.
Once a month is good. We're gonna alternate with the code enforcement officer the next time.
Okay. Sounds
Time
good.
after that. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Very
I
nice
just-
reporting.
I just have one
Nice to
small
see you.
update for the harbor board. I was there last week,
Yes.
and just other than, the project, Safe Harbor, the rendition is 95% done. It looks incredible. I probably should have brought it. I might even have a
Have
copy.
a wonderful night, everyone.
You too, thank you.
It looks just great.
If,
95% done, and it looks substantial.
I have the copy.
Do you have it
That's
too?
Christina. Yeah, I have them down there.
We're getting there, right, Dan?
Yeah, looks really good.
It's just so much work, but, I still don't feel like we have a clear sense of when.
Well, that's the
Right.
thing, is when it gets
Let's be
after
going out to
the
bid this fall.
100%, then they should be able
Going out
to
to bid
determine when it's
this-
shovel ready.
Still waiting for the Merrick to give them a contract, so it gets out of our hands. We're still in control of the money.
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
we
it's a
haven't
state,
spent.
it's a state and the federal government, they take it.
Well, I can't find it right
That's
now, but
okay.
the rendition was great.
I
Yeah.
have to look at that if you want to see it. Marina. I have the 3 drawings.
I have one final comment. In light of the recent departure that occurred here, this board has asked very good questions. I'm surprised that after this many years, you still have to ask those questions, and that comparative data isn't supplied when that gentleman or person performs these abatements.
Totally
You
agree.
all
They
ask
will
for
be.
good
It's
questions.
gonna- That's
You
what, that
cannot,
was
no
our
one
point.
can keep all of that stuff in mind. So you set the tone of when an abatement comes, that this data is part
We
of
actually,
each case
we
that
actually
you
revised
consider.
the document.
You
Yes.
have
that
the
they
power
used.
to do that.
Doesn't
Long
have
time
on
Yeah.
there.
Thank you.
We're supposed to be.
Thanks,
We're
Michael.
trying, Mike.
I know, I'm on your side.
Okay, anything else? Wanda?
Last meeting, you people, you talked about the sidewalks, and that's the first time I heard about the sidewalks. What is the long-range goal of planning for the sidewalks?
Well, the planning is
To have
gonna
a
be
lot
done
of
by,
them.
the planning is gonna be done by 2017, and then it's gonna go out to bid when they get the other funding, that's my understanding. It's gonna take 2 years to get the right of ways and the planning
But
and
last
the
time,
engineering.
so you guys were talking about removing some of them, or?
you know, we were just having a discussion about the challenge of sidewalks and the cost and like, you know, as a town, do we have to use DOT and what other options can we do, but we didn't get further than just like sharing our frustration on like the scary cost if we sign on to do this grant, what will it be in the long run to do that sidewalk and then.
Oh, if it's like Washington
I
Street,
know.
it'll triple.
I know,
You know.
and then we just have so many other sidewalks that are
Just
in
like what
need
you
of
guys
something.
did down.
There's such a nice sidewalk down there, Dewey Mallory, it looks great and it'll last longer than any pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we just need
And the
roads.
cost was very,
You mean you can spend a couple $100 grand engineering?
Well, that's the problem. We
Yeah.
haven't,
Yeah.
we haven't signed the engineering. So I would like to make a,
I have a question,
Yes.
speaking of sidewalks, Jason, you probably the person to answer that. What would it cost per linear foot to do a 5-foot wide sidewalk if our town people did it?
I'd have to figure up the yardage, but I think that one down there, what was it, 2 loads, Dicky?
Yes.
I think it was about $4,000
When we did
for that.
200 feet of sidewalk?
it wasn't 5 feet wide, was
Yes.
What's
What's fine?
ADA? Is ADA
5 feet.
60
it?
inches?
On both
60
sides.
inches.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cars.
Right.
that's ADA.
See, and, you know, and
It was
I'm
a couple
kind of
$1,000.
surprised in.
Couple
I think
$1,000.
A lot of problems that gets back with our sidewalk
Sidewalk.
is,
Dewey Mallory.
there is so
No,
much
the whole
Oh,
thing.
oh, okay.
stuff, overgrowth, and everything
Yes.
that's over the top of our sidewalks. I was down there this morning, looking at the one that the water company was doing, and I was actually surprised there's 10 to 12 inches of overgrowth out on the sidewalk. So I mean, that could, didn't need to be cut back, you know.
ADA is
We-
48
They
inches.
used to do that, the whole pound areas and all of that was
Yeah.
weed whacked every summer.
Is that up to date?
That's ADA, just to pull it off one.
But do you scrape that back or,
You would, yeah, it would be, it would be a vertical cut on.
yeah,
What is the ADA width?
48.
That's what I thought, that's 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
But
My
the
daughter
state
has a flamethrower
Government did.
and she loves to do that.
Doesn't remove the dirt rate.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
Oh,
yeah.
Washington Street sidewalk is not 5 feet wide.
No.
And that was federally,
The
so
I
only
believe
needs
the
to be
concrete
4
ones,
feet. Concrete is a different width?
no, that's what we formed up. That's how we formed it, to match what was already in
Oh,
place.
Right.
but we wouldn't have room in like Water Street.
No.
No, you would have no room for road.
It's, you know,
We're supposed to go into executive session, but I'm making a motion to table that till the new board gets in.
Aye. Second.
All in favor?
oh, just one thing, because, I know you all got it, and I'm just gonna let you know, I'm planning on attending only because Chris Gardner has chosen that for our district, the, figuring out the budget committee for this upcoming season, which will start soon, is 15 minutes before the county commissioners meeting next Thursday. So I'm gonna attend. I'm just,
Oh, well.
that's for making the
time to
budget
make a-
choice.
Do we want to appoint Nancy to the budget committee now?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm still
I
gonna
make the motion, do we have a
Yes, I
second?
would, yeah, second.
All in favor? She got 1 year.
On the-
You got it, Nancy.
Okay, I'm still gonna attend,
Okay.
only because
No,
like the other districts are
You're
having.
officially budget, we'll get it.
Because that was so hard, Nancy, because the rest of us really wanted to do that.
Well, I have an interest.
Oh, good,
for
we have
another
some
one.
blankets right now.
On the executive session, I mean, I'd like to sit in on it, because I know the code,
Well,
I can help you
I
with that.
think it's gonna be, it's gonna be the new board.
I think it's a
Sure,
huge
you're gonna
mistake.
join waiting.
No.
Why not?
That's okay, well, we'll sign it.
That's all right, I'm still gonna
That's not-
attend, and I'll just let Chris know that my board has already said. that
Yes,
it's
you
just-
have, it's in the minutes.
Right, you know.
Just a technicality now. Motion to adjourn, anyone? All in favor? All righty. I have the drawings down at the marina.
This is one of your
Safe harbor
signatures.
papers, 95%,
You're welcome.
drawing down at the marina. What? Stop by there, yeah. I'll make the copies and give it to you.
Yeah, I tell everybody I see.
Anyway,
You do not know.
We'll see you when you have a rep. Yeah, it's gonna be raining, but hopefully not too bad. We're going out anyway, rain or shine. Unless it's dangerous, we don't go. Well, Jason, I gave you an official handshake.
oh, well,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for being on the board
Glad
for
it's
6
over.
years.
Let's go to Gordon, so hold, I need to ask you one quick question.
We didn't say anything.
I gotta get this.